Good afternoon, dear viewer. I'm coming to you from no other than the beaches, quote, air quotes, right? Thank you, Michael Keaton. Now, what you're looking at is probably the nicest arrangement of coffee I've ever seen in my life. Look at this little decanter. Look at this thing. So this is the thing right here. I gotta tell you guys, and this is the thing. Canada is really the civilized world. Canada. And Toronto is obviously like civilized Canada or whatever the hell that is. Like, okay, so what do I mean by this? Well, this is like drip coffee, by the way. So this is basically, I forget, I don't know the name of this place, but it's like, what is this thing? It's like Queen Street or Kingston. And then Vic Park. I live at Vic and Danny, Vic and Danforth. So now, here's what I think I want to call this thing. Basically, Canada is civilization. Okay, so that's what that is. So of course, I mean, if you ask an average person, let's say you ask a historian or some sociologist, which country would be essentially the what is this thing? Embodiment of, like, basically, like the hallmarks of civilization kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying, but here's what it is. America, for the longest time, dear viewer, okay, still, like these hardcore Nazis and alt-right people, they still think this, although it's just nonsense, it's all China right now, but for the longest time, it's like, America basically projected itself and believed it was the, what? The shining light, of beacon of freedom, or whatever this nonsense is for the rest of the world. But, on the other hand, we've enslaved the blacks. On the other hand, we've killed off all the natives. On the other hand, we've killed 2 or 3 million people in Vietnam versus, 70,000 servicemen and servicewomen, God rest their souls. Now, we went up and down, like mi esposita es colombiana, as you may know. My wife is from Colombia. So these people basically, meaning like, you know what, you don't have to watch the Motorcycle Diaries. You just need to listen to what I'm saying, seriously. United Fruit Company, okay, CIA, like corporations and the government, okay, went into South America in the 60s. Now Noam Chomsky, linguist, he's getting famous right now. We're trying to get him over the hump there, eh? Those of us who care. What he said, everything he says is magic. This is what it is, right? So the proportion, there's a proportionality between how, you won't even believe this, how savage a dictator a person was back in those days. So let's say you have someone like the guy that Che Guevara deposed, Batista. Okay, so Batista was a fag, okay? Sorry for swearing, man. Batista was a fag, and he was a fucking fairy, basically. Che Guevara landed up on the coast of Cuba in Abuelita was the name of his ship. Castro was sucking eggs back in Mexico City or something. You might as well know. Castro, I don't have, my judgment is reserved on Castro, okay? It's reserved. Did he sell Che out? We'll never know. We'll never know. Okay, so Che Guevara landed up on the coast of Cuba. Batista sent out all of his army, basically. Because, I mean, they knew what was going on. For some reason, it wasn't like a secret. And these guys, Castro and Che, had already been in jail, by the way, for trying this kind of nonsense hitherto. I guess it's the same as it is today, right? You let someone get away with something, like it's like Jordan Peterson, my professor at the University of Toronto, says, morality is what you can get away with. Like me, I'm rambling here, these people are so sweet, that's why I don't mind it. They don't mind it. But I could get into serious trouble for this kind of stuff, just swearing and just being, mean-spirited or what have you. So, I'm working up to a point, and I'm gonna get there, and you're gonna help me out on this, dear user. Okay, Che Guevara. Okay, here's Che Guevara. He lands up on the shore. Batista sends his troops in. They plow and massacre most of these guys. 12 people is who escaped with Che. They went to the Sierra Madre Mountains, and 3 years later, they had taken over Havana. Now, if you ask a historian or a sociologist which company or which country best represents like the ultimate in human ideals, this thing would be Canada. That's it. That's all it is. And so it's been 5 minutes. See you later. Comments appreciated. And now go do something good with the rest of your day. I dare say you should probably call your mother at some point.